This is a review of Coles pads. Coles is an Australian company. It's like, I don't know, it's like Walmart. Their home brand is called Coles Home Brand, surprisingly. And I have 3 of their products, pads at least. I have Coles Ultra Thin Super Pads. They come in packs of 12 with wings. These are about $6. These are all about $6. They're pretty expensive for only 12, so it's $2 a pad. No, it's not. It's 50 cents a pad. Oh my god. What is with me tonight? Well, okay. So first I'll be going to the Coles, these ones. They look like this. They're just pink with a little tab, a little white tab. You open it like this, just by doing the tab. Get one-handed, not really. Okay. They're fairly long. Well, goes from my hand is still blue from the absorbency test. They go from the tip of my finger. My hand goes to about the bottom of the wing, and then to about here. So it's about the length of my forearm. It's actually really long. Yeah. They've got wings. I'm not going to take them off, but they've got wings. In my absorbency test, I recall that they did okay. They did as good as every other pad. They weren't among the best, but they were good. They were very good. If we compare these are super ultra thin. If we compare them with just normal super, they are, so if you compare them with normal super pads, they're quite thin, which is good because they're called ultra thin. They fare basically as much. They're absorb the same. I'll put a link for my absorbency test in the description. The packet is much like most pad packets in Australia. I have no idea what it's like in America. I'm guessing it's much the same. It's got a little doobie on the back that describes it. This is the Coles one at least. It's got their promise. And I would recommend this for I'm not sure. I would recommend this for girls in high school, because if you open it ahead of time, and I would recommend to do this with all pads if you're in high school and like you don't want to make noise in the bathroom, because that's quite embarrassing. Just open it ahead of time, so that all you have to do is open the tab, and then so it's already unfolded, because I think the ripping of the sides is really noisy, and I find that really embarrassing. But I suppose it's just like any other pad. It's not particularly thin. I mean, it is if you're used to things like this, which are not that thick either. But yeah, it's good. It's a good pad. It's at Coles, at least, at my local store. It's the same price as name brands, except you buy Kotex, which is cheaper for some reason. So if you were going to get this product, for the same price you could get something like the Libra Ultra Thin. 12 pack. It's the same amount in the pack. I'll also put a link for this one's review in the description. It's the same thing. It's ultra thin 12 pack super with wings. And these ones are just a lot thinner, I'm pretty sure. And may stand corrected here. Yeah, the Libra ones are not quite thinner, are a little bit thinner. But they're the same price. So I suppose it's just if you really like coals, then it's good for you. Then this is a thin one. Okay, I will now move on to the Coles Super, the normal Super. Okay, so I'll just open this. Again, I would recommend if you're at school, just pre-peel it because ripping is noisy and annoying. Even though with these ones it's quite quiet. Good. Okay, so these ones are about the size of my forearm as well. All the Coles ones are pretty long. These ones come in a packet of 14, and one thing that really bugs me about them is their wings. They have these tiny wings at the front, but then really big ones at the back, and I have no idea what they're for, but I'm guessing that the front ones are for like near the narrow part of your underwear, and the back ones are for like spreading at the back, so it's like a nappy, or diaper, same thing. You can tell the two Coles Super and regular apart because the Super have a green tab and the regular have a blue tab. These are pretty much the same as the ultra thins, except for the wings, which are really, really annoy me. Yeah, they come in a packet of 14 though. They're the same price and everything. The packet looks like this. I'll just pop that. Their packet looks a lot like this, except obviously because it's empty, it's a bit sort of narrower. It fits 14 of these this way. It's got their promise. If you're not 100% satisfied, just refund and you'll get 100% of your refund. It's probably got 1,000 terms and conditions, but still. These pads are exactly the same in absorbency and everything as the ultra thin. Same price, same Coles. Yeah. They both have wings. It's roughly the same cover because Coles have all their covers the same, which is helpful because if you want to know stuff that's on the back and then bottom is the diagram. Yeah. Okay, and lastly in my Coles section is the regular, which are exactly the same as Super, so I'm not going to spend very much time, except they're regular, and they come in packets of 16 for the same price. For obvious reasons, they've got less absorbency because they're regular. Their promise is on the bottom, diagram, again with their tab, opening it's the same as normal one, except they've got the normal wings, so it's just one thing of wings in the middle. You probably can't see it. Like that. These are good for if you're at home because they're not bulky, but they're not very flexible because at school we have a skirt and it's really obvious if you've got a square in your skirt. So it helps to have a thin pad that's flexible. Yeah, so this was the Coles review that has Coles regular pads, Coles super pads, and ultra thin super packs of 14 these are all the same price at my local store. I'm not sure about everywhere else in Australia. Regular pad 16 and ultra thin 12. Yep. My absorbency test is link in the description. If you liked this video and you want to see more, subscribe. If you liked it, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. But please provide a comment as to why, how I could improve. If you want any other products, then just put a comment. But try and make sure that they're in Australia only. And just a disclaimer that the brand Always is not in Australia, because I know that it's like the biggest brand in America. It's not in Australia because otherwise I would have made a review about it. Yeah, so this was another review. So, peace.